I listened to Gavin Newsom's podcast with Stephen Bannon as a guest. I'm glad I did, because this is the start of a process for the left. And right now, for better or worse, we have the runway to let that process play out. First, I cycled through every emotion I had while listening to that podcast, at least all the terrible ones. But I got to a better place, and I have good news to share. But first, here's how I got there. Bannon came right out the gate just repeating the 2020 election line multiple times and very convincingly. He is fully bought into the delusion. He also stated that the Republican Party is now officially the party of the working class, like it was just a settled fact. And I gotta tell you, he sounded confident, intelligent, convincing. He's a surprisingly good communicator, and he's very influential in his delivery. He's also completely wrong because every argument he makes is built on a broken, racist bullshit premise. But that doesn't matter to a lot of Americans. This is the reality that we just don't want to accept on the left. It's a realization that pissed me off more than anything. Bannon is not an obscure right-wing voice. He has a hotline to the White House. He's one of the most influential political thinkers in the United States. His ideas are rattling around in the heads of millions of Americans right now because his ideas come out of the mouth of Donald Trump. What he's saying and how he says it is incredibly effective. Not good, not correct, but effective. And this has happened. It's real. This is our lives now, at least for a bit. And I hate everything about that reality. But buried in that reality is an opportunity, because the left right now is in a rebuild period, but it's not our policies we need to rebuild. And we know this because the history books and the developed world prove without a doubt that progressive policies are the only path to a better future. The right cannot say this about their policies. We know this. And yet millions of American voters have completely lost the thread. So that leaves us with a pretty clear understanding of what we have to fix: the message and the messenger. And in that sense, we can actually learn from Trump, Musk, Bannon, and Kirk, and all the other insane voices that somehow horrifyingly resonate in the heads of millions of Americans. Because we know the policies, those abominations, they'll take care of themselves. It's already happening to us right now. And when this nightmare finishes playing out, Americans are going to be desperate for an alternative. But we need to be ready to deliver when that time comes. And right now, I just don't think we are. So I'm not about to judge anyone on the left for doing whatever it takes to figure out how to do it better.